must call the police. Last night I heard moans and shrieks, and this morning there was a dead man found on the doorstep. His head completely severed. But what about the blood in the library?
Stop it. What is this this act anyhow?
What act? It's no act.
I guess you'll do. Well, children, I'll be off. You said 1:15, sir?
Yes, I'll pick you up at your hotel.
And I suppose we'll be seeing you later. Is that right?
Oh, yes.
You don't know how wonderful it is to have you here, Dad. Now, remember, don't cross the lights, and remember to take taxis. Don't try to get anywhere on your own.
All right.
I'll pick you up at 1:30.
I'll be waiting.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye.
Really, Keith? You can be so maddening. What was that all?